Let's do back pages. It's Arteta's future that's dominated pretty much all of the back pages today. And good news for Arsenal fans. I'll read this back at the Times. Arsenal are ready to build a dynasty with Mikel Arteta at the helm after they meet PSG tomorrow. The club are going to step up talks with the Arsenal manager about a new 3-year contract. It will make him one of the best paid head coaches in England and also the world. Arteta has 1 year left on his deal and, of course, can complete a historic double in Budapest. So Josh Kroenke has been speaking with the media. We've awoken a sleeping giant. We will not stop. That's the Telegraph Sports headline. Back of the Express, I'll get art deal done. And back of the Star, art of gold. I mean, Woodsy, obviously, this will just be the icing on the cake, wouldn't it, for Arsenal fans, because he's done an amazing job. Only a year left on his deal. Give him what he wants.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I read an article talking about the amount of money that Arsenal have made this season with winning the league and everything else they've done, and that it would be put back into transfers as much as it could do. And although they have been backed, that there's no getting away from that. Arsenal have spent a lot of money, but the last couple of signings, they need to get it right in the next window. The previous window they did, and they got it spot on, and they did so well. And the last one, maybe not as much. But like, that's my only criticism, and it's not even a big criticism, to be honest, because look, they've won the league and they've done what they need to do, but they do need to back him. Do you know what? I went and interviewed him the other day for TNT, and he was so different. Every time, obviously, when you interview managers pre and post match, it's really difficult to get anything out of them because it's a stressed time and they don't really want to talk, and you totally understand that, and you've got to ask them the same old questions that you ask them every week, and they just want to get it done and get to the game, or they want to get it done and get back in the dressing room afterwards. And he was so relaxed, and it was so nice to see him just complete, obviously, his life's work, essentially, what he's wanted to do for such a long time, and he was just really open and honest. And I looked at him, I thought, oh God, he's not going anywhere, is he? Because there were some rumours that other clubs would be looking at him.
There's no chance.
He's so Arsenal, Ali.
It's funny, Sam, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest about it. If he hadn't won the league, there would have been calls for his head. I don't care what anybody says. They'd have been wrong, in my opinion. But it's amazing. A decision at West Ham goes for you. If it goes against you, you might not win the league. And it's a completely different conversation. And regardless of that decision, whatever way that decision goes, it doesn't make him a better manager or a less manager due to that decision. I think he's done a great job, doing a great job. I'm the same as you would. Yeah, I sat down with him for that thing that I do.
Breakdown.
Yeah, the breakdown. And I sat down with him for
that thing that you do.
And he was, I know, and he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. It was a while ago. And by the way, do you know what I love?
Yeah.
Did you see the dog that runs about the training ground?
Win. I got a picture with her.
Oh, it's brilliant. Sam, they've got this dog.
Yeah, I know, Win.
Yeah.
Aye.
A little Labrador, chocolate lab.
Magic.
She's lovely, isn't she? Have you never seen her before?
No.
Everyone was given. Do you remember, Sam? Everyone was giving them stick because they were like, "Oh, you bought a dog and you came second, and you called her Win." Well, she's now a winner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would they change their name? Do you think?
What now? Done it. Been there, done it. What do we get next?
Second.
They have to get another dog, another one.
Yeah, another one, exactly. So, no, I think, Sam, absolutely, I think it's the right decision, and I think it would have been the right decision anyway, to be honest. Yeah. I think he looks comfortable there, and I think he's thoroughly enjoying it, and Arsenal fans quite understand him and quite correctly love him.
I'm mad to think as well, it's his first proper job as a manager, isn't it?
I know.
He was player, he was Pep's assistant, and now he's manager and he's done the league. Sam Allard, we will see you again later on the show, won't we?
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Fellow Gooners that are listening this morning, will we finally be able to get one back on Gabby?
I've always loved France. You know, I've loved Paris. Arsenal got every chance, but me, because of their fan base, I want them to lose.
The negativity is unbearable. So you stand here and you have a go at Arsenal fans.
I'm sitting down, by the way.
Can't brush everyone with the same brush.
It's making me think that the vendetta is personal. It happened on the pitch. It's so deep-rooted in you that it's like as if you're almost spreading a hate message.
You just go after Arsenal. You go after Arsenal every single day. You have an apparent bias against Arsenal. And you've been doing my head in since 2013, Gabby.
Gabby Agbonlahor.
He's always loved France, you know.
Yeah, I've always loved France.
Yes.
You've never been, Gabby.
Gabby, always
You've
loved.
never left Birmingham.
Big fan of France, Gabby.
Gabby, do you know what? One piece of advice for Arsenal fans that are listening: don't let him get under your skin, because that's what he wants. Just look at him like your weird little brother. But you just have to put him in the corner of the room and just ignore him. And he's trying to get your attention. Just don't give it to him. I am delighted to say, with us now in Budapest in the studio here to help us defend the Gooners this morning, a very good morning to content creator, big Arsenal fan, Gabby's best pal, one of my good friends as well, Joel Beya. Good morning.
Morning, Joel. How are you, pal?
Ali Woodsy. You know what? I'm so happy seeing you two together. You know,
We're happy to be
it's
together.
a shock. I was asking my wife, I wonder who I'm going to be with in the morning. This is a
you.
Great,
huge
mate.
surprise.
It's great.
So well done. Thank you, TNT Sports, for allowing this to happen.
Great, man.
Brilliant
They've done it
stuff.
really well.
Yeah.
They put us up for the morning as well.
Well done.
Right.
Oh, that's
Wonderful
nice.
surroundings.
breakfast.
So when did you come in, mate?
I came in Wednesday evening with the missus,
Brilliant.
and we're just enjoying it. It's sunny.
What a city, eh?
Yeah, really nice, man.
Yeah.
We've been in the town like 3 times in one day.
Brilliant.
Have you?
Wicked. Yeah.
It's just beautiful. I was walking around yesterday as well. Some lovely bars, lovely restaurants.
Yeah.
Let's get down to it because, listen, I want to ask what you think personally of this like unbearables narrative, because it caught me off guard a little bit, to be honest.
You know what? I don't care. And you know what? Long may it continue. I think we've been really mild this year. Well, this season, winning the Premier League. Don't worry about the 100,000 people outside the stadium. That is nothing. Because when we win, yes, talkSPORT listeners, when we win tomorrow evening, you're going to feel our wrath. You really will.
Oh no, do you think it's going to get worse?
Oh, mate, what people
Double
who
unbearable.
don't, people who don't support Arsenal are just coming out to the parade for the fun of it. But I want to ask you really quickly, Woodsy.
Yeah.
Are you going to be out with us Arsenal fans when we win it at the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course. Oh, at the parade.
At
Oh
the
no,
parade.
that's on Sunday, isn't
yeah,
it?
you're going to make it back.
I don't. My flight's back to Newcastle.
What? Oh.
I know, and I don't get back to Newcastle because we're working, so I don't get back to Newcastle
we
until
do a
about
little-
5
You'll
p.m.
not be having a parade
Can't we
in
do a little
Newcastle, surely.
switcheroony and just...
Well, I thought I could switch in London, but I'm not. I think I'm switching in Amsterdam or something really random. I know, because these have been booked for ages and ages before Arsenal
You
even got
seem
in there.
quite confident there's going to be a parade.
Yeah, let's tell you what. Let's
Sorry-
backstep a little
Sorry
bit.
to put a halt on things here, but they're quite good,
Well,
PSG.
the
you know.
parade will happen because
Yeah.
it's for the Premier League. No matter what happens, it's just whether or not it's
Yeah.
a double parade or not.
That would be unbelievable.
It will be.
I've got to say, Joel, I do feel a little bit differently. I'm not massively confident, but I don't feel like we're massive underdogs either. I think it's just going to be a very difficult game of football, which is always going to happen when you get to the final of the Champions League, whoever you play.
Yeah.
But I feel differently now. Arsenal have won the Premier League because I feel like they've kind of shaken a little bit of that, like, what did we call it earlier on? It's like, I think they'll play with more freedom. That's the easier way of saying it.
100%. I mean, they can feel the pressure. You hear the boys saying it, Saka, etc. I saw your interview as well earlier in the week, and you can feel that now they feel like they can put their chest out.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be the best attack versus the best defense. You know, I know that we're going to be talking about our players, etc. But you're talking about a team, Arsenal, that have only conceded 6 goals in 14 Champions League games. You know, we're only averaging
Fantastic record.
0.43 goals that we're conceding per the game. I mean, this is absolutely the best. However, PSG, they've scored 44 goals this season, 1 goal away from Barcelona's 45-goal record in the Champions League season. So it literally is defense versus attack.
I also think, Ali, in the last game, we saw that PSG can also defend.
Oh, you better believe it.
And they switched it up a little bit, and they kind of showed, you know what,
better
we're
believe
not
it.
going to go gung ho like we did in the first.
No,
leg
the
against Bayern.
first leg was an amazing. Probably, I stand by it. I said at the time, might be the best game of football I've ever seen. There's a statement if you ever seen. It was incredible. The second leg wasn't like that, but you're right. They got off to a perfect start. Fabian Ruiz came back into the team. They scored a wonderful goal. Dembele arriving at the back post, and then they defended like. I'm not saying we never knew it was possible, but they've never really had to defend like that the way they play. And I thought they defended exceptionally well.
Here's a question for you.
Set plays, though, is a different.
Yeah.
not-
Who starts up front for Arsenal?
For me, it's easy. Victor Gyökeres. And I'm
Yeah.
doing the sign, talkSPORT watchers and listeners. I think he starts better when he plays. I think he's a confidence man. We saw him second leg against Atletico Madrid. When he knows he's the main man, he will produce stuff, especially in Europe, you know. He's found his way. What's that, 21 goals across all competitions
Brilliant.
so far.
And improvement.
You know, he's what you need. He's going to bully them. And I think Kai Havertz, he's proved it. If you look at the first leg against Atletico, he can come on and score late on. You know, he can score later on. I reckon we need to give him that confidence as our main man up top. That's how he thrives. I don't think he does really well when he comes off the bench.
I think he'll start Havertz, actually. It'll be interesting to see. I can absolutely take Joel's take on it, in terms of coming off the bench. You might be better bringing Havertz than a Gyökeres. I understand that totally. But I just think he might start Havertz. The big one, and it is a big one, if he's fit, well, he won't be 100% fit. Do you start Timber? We were talking about it last night. We had a great crack last night. I think you have to start him. Right,
I don't know.
So I know. Well, some of the boys would have that opinion as well, Joe. Yeah. But I just think Arsenal are a better team when Urian Timbers is in it.
I do, but match fitness is a real thing, and if you're playing against Kvaratskhelia, which is by far the best left forward in the world, you got to have match fitness, man.
Yeah, I know, and I take it and understand it, but believe me, if you're getting into that game, you are there. Right, you are so there and ready for it. It's unbelievable.
Here's another one. Marzo Skelly, does he start?
You know what? I won't be surprised if he does. If he does, it will definitely be in the middle.
Yeah.
Because as we know, their centre midfield, they keep
lively.
The ball. Oh my God,
lively,
it's
mate.
Incredible, isn't it? When
They're
you
incredible.
Look at Vitinha, the way they control. I think you kind of have to, and I think because Zubimendi, he's shown signs of being a little bit tired this season. And what I think Mikel's done really well. He's included everybody, so now we're all singing off the same hymn sheet.
Yeah. Joel, quick score prediction.
Oh, for me, it's...
Sorry.
Sounds like
3-2. Do you know what? No, that's wrong.
It's going to be tighter, isn't it?
No, it's going to be tighter than that because they average 2 goals per Champions League game, PSG. That's why I'm saying Arsenal.
That's what you say. Because you have to. I see what you're doing.
2-1 Arsenal. Let's go for that. I have to ask you really quickly, right? So what does it feel like to host a Champions League final for your team? For TNT Sports. How does it feel? Is it a dream come true?
I don't even know how I'm going to feel, but I promise you one thing. I can switch. I will be professional. I can do that, whatever happens. But I've never done a Champions League final with my team in it before.
Wow.
So it will be very exciting, trust me. I actually don't enjoy watching the games. I don't enjoy it, especially something with this much magnitude because I can't relax. So it's easier for me to be professional, if you know what I mean, because I'll just go into notes mode and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, like mad. Now you're asking me now and I'm like, oh my God, how do I feel? I don't know. Yeah, it is amazing. Like it'll be a very special moment, believe me.